Okay. You got a little situation going on there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, hello. Good morning, good morning, good
We
morning.
back.
When
We
everyone's
back.
oh,
See how
looking
chocolatey?
crispy.
See how
I was
chocolatey
like,
that
this
nigga
skin is actually looking a bit flawless. Like, oh.
Looking chocolatey. Everybody watching Chocolate Boy in this house.
Come on, it's not only about you.
I said Chocolate Boys.
I don't have a tick, so no.
Chocolate Boys in the house with Janelle from the HR.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. All
we back.
The
1, 2, 3 freak in the building.
He was in the building.
He was early. CM Punk.
He stepped in the. Good morning.
This nigga's name is Joseph King. What a name, bro. Strong, black, delicious.
Hold on, let me. So, Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here.
Josiah
and Mr.
from the
Black
West Coast.
in the building.
Excuse me.
It did it in the mic too. So, hey,
what's up, niggas? What's up, niggas?
Y'all? Happy birthday, King.
So,
happy birthday, y'all.
Before we get started,
we got a special birthday present for you.
We
and it ain't naked bitches.
It's not. I did want to start. You said what?
I hope not.
So before we do get started, I do want everyone to know I have Yaya the Gifted One on the live feed.
My champion.
Battle Club franchise champion is in the building.
Let me show you the picture that got him become the champion. Right here. Right here. Right here.
I wanted to give him a quick call to wish him a very special happy birthday. It is his birthday. So everyone on the live wish Yaya a very special happy birthday.
Take the chain out.
These niggas got chains like they just came from a rap video. You want to say anything to the people?
Why he's champion, of course.
No, I didn't. What?
Hey, Black, tell him why I'm champion, man.
Because he's a nigga. No. Wrestling's for the niggas.
Course, they showed that this weekend. Hard body. You got any words for the people about your upcoming match?
You're going to whoop that trick. That's it.
Whoop that trick.
You're going to whoop that trick. You're going to whoop her.
Listen, just whatever happens, I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Whatever happens, blame Joe, blame Santi.
Yep.
Because this has been pent up for a while. So whatever happens, happens. Don't blame me. Don't blame your champ. Don't blame your favorite cousin. Blame them for what happens to Cosmic.
Ooh, you heard it live and in color. So yeah,
she gonna die.
Wow. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks for Battle Club Pros. Let's go. April 28th. Well, we got champion versus champion, so we have our one of our champions in the building. So happy birthday, many more. What are you now? 15?
Listen, I don't like to go out there and tell my age, I'm getting up there.
This nigga act like he a child star. Right, he really 35, but he plays a 16-year-old in the wrestling ring.
He about to be 12 forever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm still 12 out here,
All right, well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We got to go record now. Okay, bye.
Later.
Love you too. So I had to call him real quick. Also, we do have some other birthdays. I do want to give a special shout out
Evans.
To another part of Jobbertears South, Miss Savannah Evans. She celebrated her birthday this past week. One of my very, very bestie of friends, Miss Alexandria Gordine, celebrating her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to her. And then, of course, my road dog, the hawk to my animal, Miss Danielle from Pretty Heels. Celebrated her big birthday.
On Sunday is my nigga Tanzania Tony. That's my guy.
I saw him in the Hall of Fame trying to get Dwayne to say hi. It was so funny. I was like, there go Tony right there.
Good morning, Mr. Eddie James.
And Mr. Eddie James. Good morning.
I like that name, Eddie James. There's some good names today. Yusef King. Powerful black names.
So we want everyone to join in. It definitely shut up, stupid. Definitely a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on. What a wrestling week we've all endured, but I do want to thank every single person that came out to both viewing parties in 2 cities where we had here in New York. We had Saturday and Sunday night here in New York. Mr. Black was holding down the fort. So shout outs to everyone that came out to the New York viewing parties, and then also shout outs to everyone that came out to the Philadelphia viewing parties.
So can I say something?
Oh, go ahead.
So, first of all, let's first talk about the fact that we had one brand, Jobbertears.
One brand, 2 cities.
2 nights.
2 nights, 2 cities.
2 cities. 4 venues.
Ooh.
Oh, hold up. I said it. 4 venues. And they were live
And in color. So no, thank you to
Thank you everybody that came through,
everyone
show
that
love.
came up and showed out. We
Eddie
really
James,
appreciate
make
it.
sure you follow us on Instagram.
And subscribe to you're watching on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page as well. Christian Bailey, blessings on blessings. Thank you so much.
Yo, Christian Bailey.
You gotta come to New York, bro.
You gotta come to New York.
Stop playing these games. But yes, no, thank you again to everyone that came out to the viewing parties. It definitely is a testament to how much love and support you guys have for us as a brand.
Party. How about how much love we got in Philly?
Yeah, so we're gonna start from the beginning of last week, where shout outs to everyone that came out the Wrestlemania Thursday night in the city of brotherly love.
We got one of the best crossover ever.
I always call it
right
the
here.
reunion.
World culture. And then Jobbertears.
Simon Miller, yo, he was so jet lagged. It was so funny. No, it's never. So no, shout out to the World Culture guys.
Simon, baby.
That were here. They traveled across the pond for WrestleMania weekend. They was in Wrestlemania hard body. I saw your man's Anthony Cole.
Oh yeah, that's my
Mad
man. Yeah.
Anthony Cole was there.
Yeah, Mad Randall.
You know Joe Butters was there?
No,
really?
Yeah. He got denied.
Oh wait, no, shut up.
It was 2 packed.
No.
Wow.
No, you're lying. That's crazy.
Bro, so let's break down Wrestlemania. I'll break down in 3 parts because you came late, you came medium. No, you came medium. I came early, you came late. So
I came right on time.
Who wants to start first?
Because when I saw Beanie Siegel, I said, "Oh, the
Beanie
party
Siegel was there?
Oh, y'all missed that. Oh, okay. See, so that I came in right on time.
So
yes, we did. We call it X-Men Expo 5. We're gonna talk about that too.
So scroll down. Please.
Yeah, on the scroll part. So it has to be on the other side.
So, anyways, like a good Negro, I came on time. So, first of all right. I waited 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours for The Rock.
Oh, at WWE World.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm a massive Rock fan. So they said The Rock is going to be on a panel.
Yeah, they had, I think like World. 1 or 2 days before that Thursday, they had announced that Dwayne was going to be at WWE World. And I had called him. I said, yo, you have to go. I said, I don't care what you end up doing. You got to go.
So you sent it to me. Shorty Doo-Wop sent it to me. And like my boy sent it to me. They're like, yo, I heard he's at World. You gotta go. So I was like, I bet. Because I had a media pass for World.
Mm-hmm.
So because they let you in early, you get to see everything before everybody else did, and then you get to talk to the kids and shit. And so like a good Negro, my man Bruce was in the back. I had my homies from Big Gold Belt was in there too.
I saw him.
I had my homie Adam, had Alex, had Muscle Malcolm with me, my homegirl Haley, Cam, and his girl Rosie, if I remember correctly. Pardon me if I don't. So
on the left.
The Rock was supposed to be there at 4:00.
I heard.
So he's supposed to be there at 4:00. Then after that, it was supposed to be 4:30. It was supposed to be like a gaming tournament with New Day and like I think R-Truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet I pull up. I'm waiting for The Rock. I get there 3:50.
Tick tock.
3:50. I move to the front. I'm almost elbow somebody because I need to be up front and center for my man, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, aka the Final Boss. Remember we used to do this? We used to hit the forearms, and then now The Rock doing it. Yep. See, trendsetters here. Yep. But anyways, because I gotta finish the story.
I'm hollering because that is the truth, though.
So we sitting there. I'm waiting. Everybody starts leaving. There's this like a couple, like a dad and his 2 kids. He's like, this is unprofessional. He walks out. I said, I'm gonna move even closer.
Excuse me.
Get a seat. Then there was this one dude, he kind of bumped me. He was like, can you move over? I was like, excuse me? And then I'm looking at him, I'm side-eyeing him. Then the homie Stephanie Hypes. You need to meet this girl named Stephanie Hypes.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she added me on something on social media.
Met her.
Yeah,
like
she's
like the sweetest of sweetest content creators in wrestling.
She is.
So Stephanie Hypes comes in, and then I don't want this guy sitting next to me. So I try to move him away.
Yeah.
I was like, she belongs here. She has a ticket. And he's just like, I don't care. So me and him start getting into it, and then Stephanie Hypes goes, it's all good. We're not going to argue about wrestling. I was like, why is she so nice?
Because she's trying to get y'all not get kicked the fuck out.
So then he finally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He finally gets tired of leaving. I'm tired of waiting. This has now been an hour waiting for The Rock. It's an hour waiting for The Rock. Mm-hmm. He still hasn't showed up. Mm-hmm. He leaves. Stephanie Hype sits next to me. That's my road dog in this. I'm gonna get to this. So the other homies that I was with, Alex, Muscle Malcolm, Adam, Seahawk, his girl, they all leave. Mm-hmm. We are hour 15 in this. I said I'm not going nowhere until I see The Rock. The final boss. So it's an hour and 30. Mm-hmm. I'm getting tight. Mm-hmm. But I was like, nah. This is the moment. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is going to happen again for me.
Correct.
So for me to see The Rock live 2 times in the same week, I might die tomorrow. I might have to leave Philly because the world blowing up. I need to see The Rock a second time, even closer.
Okay.
So now it's an hour and 45. Mm-hmm. Then Stephanie Hypes is sitting next to me. I was like, Stephanie, you want to go? She's like, nah,
we riding out.
I got to see this. I said, oh, I fucks with you. I even dapped up. She didn't even know why I dapped. I just gave her a dap. Patted her on the back because I looked at her. I said, you's a rider.
Probably hurt her damn bad.
You's a rider. Like, she's a content creator, but she's legit a fan.
Yeah.
Like, she's like us. She's legit a fan.
Okay.
That's you know what? That's my biggest thing. It's not like with her. And the reason why I really like her was because she's a fan first and a content creator second. That's that's the love. Like, she's a huge Becky Lynch fan.
Oh, okay.
Like, she waited online for her book, always talking. Like, Becky Lynch and her have a relationship, not like in sexual, but like, they cool. They cool.
We know.
They cool.
Like how Jenna cool with Sasha.
Exactly.
Okay.
But she's like a fan first, content creator second. That's why I fucks with her, because she legit loves this, loves WWE. So she's sitting there. I'm just like, yo, where The Rock at? 2 hours. 2 hours, dog.
It's like, when you watch SpongeBob. 2 hours later.
So then we still wait. He still didn't show up. But I'm going to tell you something. He got presents. He's like Michael Jackson.
You felt the whole room.
So we knew he was going to show because the room got quiet. We didn't even see him. Nobody saw The Rock. And I said, what's going on? I said, he's here. It was like God came or Jesus walked in here. So he walks in. Everybody that was complaining. Everybody that was yelling and screaming. Everybody that was up in arms about him being late. That all changed. Because The Rock, the great one, the final boss, showed up. Showed up. And you know what? A tear came from a brother's eyes. Like a good Negro, the tear came from my eyes. He talked to you? He ain't talked to me at all, but I felt he talked to me.
No, he didn't look at you. He didn't give you the...
They gave me no looks, but it was okay. Because my homegirl, Stephanie Hypes.
She was hype.
She was there. And she was hype. We were there with our camera phone. All of that. Because I got to see the final boss. And you know what? 2 hours we waited.
And then he was there for 5 minutes.
15 minutes, and then he left. The final boss said, I'm out of here.
Said, good riddance.
And then...
You suckers.
I hopped in the Ubi with my man Bruce, because me and Bruce, like good brothers, we waited for the final boss.
But now one time you mentioned Bruce in the story.
Yo, I was here
Bruce wasn't sitting next to me. He was all in the back.
Oh, okay. He didn't ride out like that. Okay.
He wasn't in front.
He wasn't in front.
Okay. So he was on the back.
Because I definitely didn't see Bruce until the very end of the night. I had no idea Bruce was there until we left. Like, I was just like, hey, friend.
So I text Bruce, we out. We hopped in the Ubi. Ubi came. But I was in a good location. I was in downtown Philly. So I was right by everything. So 10-minute car ride, boom, boom, boom. We get to Wrestlemania. The line is long. Because it's sold out. Sold out.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you got a ticket earlier, you was good. Okay.
We get there. We get inside. Packed.
Dang.
Packed. Early.
Dang.
Wrestling fans come on time.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about them, except for y'all.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I get there when I get there.
I was coming from New York.
I was coming from work.
Y'all late.
Yeah, literally, we hopped in the car at like 8:15 and was like, "Yo, we're out." So we got there when we got there.
So we get there. We get there. Right? I'm there. I'm just like, what's going on? They got the Zoe truck with the rock. You know, I'm hype. I love me some energy drinks.
Yeah, they was giving out mad free shit.
It's good though.
It was good.
It's good though.
I talked to the man. I was like, yo, I used to mess with the old Zoe. He's like, that was horrible. Try the new stuff here. I said, okay. I drank it. It tasted good. Yeah. They gave out cases. But this is what the beauty part about me coming early. I saw the other wrestling people in the community. Facts. Especially the black ones. Facts. It felt like a barbecue.
That's what I'm saying.
It felt like a barbecue.
I always take Wrestlemania as like the reunion, like the time where you haven't seen people you haven't seen in years. Mind you, don't see some of them you don't see like that's how I pop for Anthony Cole because I haven't physically seen him in such a long time.
Yeah.
So when I was at the bar and I was just like, of all fucking places, I was just like, hey.
Did he look like Diddy like he usually does?
Of course.
Sunglasses on inside the club.
In the club.
It's dark as hell. This man got sunglasses.
He was in the corner and I was just like, Anthony Cole. And he was like, hey. He gave me a big old hug.
I see mad.
Shout outs to him. He's having the Queen of the North show, all-female show.
I'm repping.
I think it's next weekend. At 420 in Jersey. So make sure to check him out.
So peep this.
I'm gonna ref. You coming?
I have to work.
One of my favorite podcasts, Public Enemy Podcast. They were there.
I didn't see them.
They were there. Because they also work with All Elite Geeks. We're going to get to All Elite Wrestling today because we got to talk about that. Ooh. Spicy. So I get there. I see my man. The thing about it, I love seeing my people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Who in this space.
Facts.
Especially the ones that I really like. Like I saw Public Enemy. I gave the nigga a hug. Like he my brother. Like he you.
Facts.
Then this nigga want to come to my hotel. I'm gonna go fast forward to my part. Only got one bed. He's like, I'm gonna crash here.
Yeah, because we dropped them off.
Because I'm gonna crash here, right? So I'm expecting him to like grab some cover, sleep on the floor. He says,
excuse me.
He pushed me.
Yeah, he says, excuse me.
He pushed me out. He pushed me in my bed.
I'm pretty confident.
He said, yo, I'm sleeping here. Yes. Right next to you.
Yeah, good night.
And then he goes, and he's in his underwear and a t-shirt.
Yeah, good night.
I'm never in my underwear.
No, yes, he was.
Never in your underwear.
Yes, he's
you
lying.
Never in your underwear.
He's lying.
He was there.
He was naked?
He was
some of my shorts. I have other.
He had booty shorts on.
Lying,
he had booty shorts.
He's lying.
He was like Winnie the Pooh with his t-shirt on.
I'm actually shocked they were closed. Because y'all niggas would just be like, it's whatever. And you know what's so funny? After we dropped you up, because you was like, yo, I'm hungry. Because what you didn't know is that we had went to Geno's real quick before we went back to New York. But when we drove off,
so I asked you where you guys going.
We didn't know until we was like, yo, how far is it from where we at right now? Because we were gonna go to Max's and Max's was closed. And we was like, fuck. And that's the go-to cheesesteak place we go to whenever we in Philly. So it was closed when we left Wrestlemania. So he was like, all right, we'll just go back to New York. Line? But then it was crazy because when we dropped you off and you was like, oh, I'm hungry. And then I saw the 7-Eleven. I said, I hope Yarly saw the 7-Eleven across the street.
Of course he did. He loves some 7-Eleven.
Because I was like, yo.
He might as well own one.
Damn. I hope he saw that 7-Eleven because it was still open and it was on the block. So I was like, damn.
He might as well open one because he loves 7-Eleven.
But he had scooted himself to the hotel.
This dude has 7-Eleven points.
I was more concerned of him getting in the hotel more than anything.
He has 7-Eleven points.
I believe it. Yeah, I used to work. So yeah, you got to get. That's how you get free coffee. You get certain discounts.
He's in it. So he went in my room, and we're gonna go back to your his medium time and your long time. We're in my room. Mm-hmm. This man, he pushes me and says, "Yo,
move.
I'm sleeping here."
Good
I
night.
said, "What are you doing?" And you know what? I'm not gonna deny. If the man wants to sleep in the bed, then ain't gonna sleep in the bed. We slept in the bed up until we were 12 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are brothers.
At this point, I'm a grown ass man in my 30s. He's like, I'm tired. He said that. He said, I'm tired. move.
I'm tired, sir.
And I said,
what could you say?
I moved over and I went to bed. I was tight. You know that angry tight when you go to sleep?
Fuck?
You have to understand, like, yo, I work a very physical job.
Nigga, you gotta explain yourself. I've been tired for the past 2 weeks.
I had to take a day off on Tuesday because I didn't sleep properly.
I didn't sleep properly.
So he's there, and then this man wakes up in the middle of the night.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I wake up early.
And I was like, but the thing, when he wakes up, everybody has to wake up with him.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
That's exactly how he works.
That's not how that works.
Everybody gotta wake up with him,
bro. Because you gotta respect people and they not being a morning person.
I live by myself. Not. That's why.
So I'm gonna give you another example.
Is Mariah? Is she a morning person?
No. Oh. You know what time Mariah wakes up? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Absolutely.
But she sleeps heavy. She sleeps heavy though. So like I'll be up cleaning the whole house and everything like that. By the time she gets up, I go back to sleep.
So I'm gonna give you an example. He has to put everything out.
Yes.
Spread everything out.
Yes.
So he's at my crib, right?
Yes.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Because he had I forgot what he was doing, but he spent the night at my crib.
Yeah. I came back from I was going to
I'll say. He came back from I'll say.
I'm going to
So I had to kind of like not sleep but be up because I wanted to make sure he got in, whatever.
Yeah.
Long story short, he has his shirts, his toiletries, his sneakers, his socks, all laid out on the floor of my apartment.
Yes. Yes.
So he said, I need to see everything.
Yes.
Why do I feel like I've experienced that? I don't know. Wasn't we in a hotel room and this nigga took out and was putting stuff in closets and in drawers and we was just
that's not me. That's not me.
I was just like, okay. So y'all be like, yo, we not.
The most I do is I gotta lay out my clothes because if I don't lay out my clothes, I get very confused.
Why?
Listen,
I mean,
I have to do everything early because I bullshit in the morning. Okay, so like for me to actually be
you know you best.
Right. So like how that for me to actually strive, I have to put everything out the night before, everything like that. I'm that person.
So how was your experience at Wild and Media, being a medium person?
I mean, honestly, that shit was lit. Like yo, like I bet all my TikTok niggas though. Check my nigga KJ Camato, son. He's a rapper out from New York. I mean, New Jersey, though, son. Yo, that shit. Yo, you saw me all the TikTok niggas, B. All the TikTok niggas love me, B. I love the yo. Understand though, like
the TikTok niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody who's popular on TikTok, I know them. I'm cool with them. Yo, understand on TikTok, they love us. Like niggas
Michael said that because he'll pull up on TikTok stuff. Like Michael will pull it up, and he'll every other video is like a video of us.
Yeah. Like,
and I just be like,
literally, niggas on TikTok fucks with us though. Like, for example,
it's like a different world.
Yo, I have no idea about. Shout out to everyone that follows us on TikTok.
They fuck with us. Like,
I have no idea.
Even though that we don't have the numbers that they have, but we just have the influence because niggas be looking at our stuff. You like, dang, they be right. They be right. They be right though, son.
Oh, we gonna talk about how right we were.
My brother is basically public enemy #1 on TikTok. They hate this nigga though, son.
Oh, damn.
They always repost this. So I was like, yo, you wrong. This, that, and third. Bring her on a comment. Niggas got on, oh, you dumb. Da-da-da-da. A year later, oh my gosh, Ring of Honor is dying. Getting all the points, getting all the revenue for everything. Everybody say, yeah, I'm looking like, y'all niggas have some real cowboys. You know why I call them cowboys? Because they be dick riding, B, like a cowboy. But
Final boss.
But no. Back to it though, son. I meant all the TikTok niggas though, son. And then let's talk about Hog. Hog was fire. Like I got hit in the face.
Shit, I saw that.
Fire, B. And then Legends was lit though, son. Legends was a movie, though, son.
Nah, I could only imagine. So no, when we got there, it was so funny. When we
don't forget, we met mad wrestlers. R-Truth, Odyssey Jones, B. Trick. His girl.
It was
mad
so, it was
later.
so funny.
Lash Legend. Lash Legend, yeah. Oh, don't forget Stephanie Hardy, B.
So yeah, when we got there, like we saw y'all know I'm always gonna call Earl. We saw the team from Black Wrestling Podcast.
We saw Ralph Reigns.
We met Ralph Reigns. Shout outs to him.
He kept hitting me up, and I was like, I can't. I just had so much to do.
Yeah.
No, it never is enough time, yo. But the funniest thing, because when I saw y'all take the picture with Will the next day, it was so funny because that night before when we were driving off, he was on the corner and fans were trying to take pictures with him, but he had looked in the car and saw me. Like, we gave the like double like, I see you, my nigga.
Right there.
And then
we gotta tell a story about this woman right here. Yeah. She fine as fuck.
She fine.
Nick Wayne mama. But no, Wrestlemania was dope. It was really, I saw Nate. Shout outs to Storyline Tees in the building. I'm always gonna rep you, bro. I saw him, so I was glad that he popped outside. Who else? I saw a lot of people, but like everybody, like all in all, like my biggest thing is how much love like we received. Like people was giving us flowers in a space that wasn't even about us. And I truly like, we are truly humbled and we appreciate all the love and support that people showered us with love this past weekend, no matter whether it was on the internet, whether it was in person, whether it was at WrestleMania, at the viewing parties. Like, the love and support that you guys give us is what keeps us going. So like, without y'all, it would be no Jobbertears podcast. So like, we truly appreciate everyone that, you know, that has watched, that has gave us a like, gave us a review, you know, all of that has been on the show. All of that stuff, it matters to us. So we truly appreciate the love and support that we got this weekend just off of that. But
shout out to my nigga Alex Kane. Good seeing that man. Love that man.
Let me tell y'all something. Alex Kane is by far one of the funniest people in wrestling. Like I'm not even gonna
hysterical.
Yo, I cannot kid you not. And it's so funny because I feel like people look like when I was talking to him outside, I felt like niggas was looking at me like, yo, how was she talking to Alex Kane like this? Like, cause we was really keying for 2.5 seconds. But I had to check up on my man's Alex Kane to make sure that he was good, you know, and in the MLW world, you know, he got a lot going on. I think he has a match coming up with AJ Francis and stuff like that. So no, it was good to chop it up with him.
I have an
idea
quick. For a match.
Wait. Side note. One thing I have to say is Alex King's gonna be a star.
I have an idea for a match with somebody for him. It's gonna put that out
reason
there.
Why that I say what I said about Alex Kane is reason why that Alex Kane's the way he is, because reason why I believe that he's gonna be a star, because the fact that nobody talked about MLW after he lost the championship.
No. And yo, that's the first thing. It's so funny. Like, the first thing I said to him, I was just like, yo, how come the hottest thing in MLW lost the belt, sir? What happened?
And nobody is like, after everything what happened.
He gave me an answer. I'm not gonna say what it was, but he did give me an answer. So
that's only for like us, you know,
we're
friends with him. We're friends with him. Like, we went to the movies to see Transformers.
Yo, when I tell you,
the most random
that's Mr. Black's favorite outing. One of his favorite outings is when we had went out to the movies with Alex Kane, Brian Keith, Calvin Takeman, and a whole bunch of the rest of us.
All of them went to the movies. Big Time Yaya. I think Zuka went to.
Yeah, Zuka
we went to the movie theater to watch Transformers.
Whole row
that
of
is like
us.
The most wrestling shit ever, son. But back to Alex Kane. I rate like he's gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Nobody talking about MLW at all. The fact that he was telling me that how that Shelton fucks with him, Big E fucks with him. All the big niggas in WWE fucks with him. It's like, yo, I want to see your stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Alex Kane, though, son. This Saturday,
big things and plans for you, my sir, my good friend. Because you know you definitely put that shit on your back and you ran with it.
One thing that I have to say is just like he doesn't feel like the Yes Master Black.
No. He moves to the own beat of his drum, so and I can respect that. He stand in what he believes in. He stand on his 10 toes. Yo, and what he says is what he means.
And he's highly intelligent as a follow him on TikTok. And the amount of facts he be dropping about the world and stuff like that. I be on TikTok like watching like, yo, he educated. Like those are the two things that's most dangerous in America: being a confident black man and being an educated confident black man. Yeah, those combinations, son, you unstoppable in the USA. Unstoppable, period, though, son.
But yeah, y'all had missed. Yo, it was a whole Philadelphia, and we'll moving to WrestleMania very shortly. But yeah, y'all had missed. Yo, my whole childhood growing up, just blink of an eye. When I saw fucking Beanie Siegel come out, I said, "Oh shit!"
When was this?
And then Freeway came out. I said, "Oh, at Wrestlemania."
When?
Shit.
Outside?
No, you probably was outside.
I was outside smoking
doing what you do, but like legit and then because Freeway came out and then Young Chris came out and I was just like, bro, if they somehow got Jay-Z to come up in this bitch, I'm a loser. They gonna have to get me out of here. But no, it was so dope to just have that experience and to be around other wrestling fans, no matter where you're from, what you do outside of wrestling. Everybody was together and it was a unity thing. So it was really dope. All right, what you guys are here. You guys have come early this morning to hear about. I've been talking
Wrestlemania
about how this is gonna be the must.
Are you talking about Wrestlemania or AEW first?
No, we're gonna talk about the good shit. We're not gonna talk about the bad shit first.
You talk about night one.
We're gonna talk
Final
about
boss. I'm sorry.
Yo, you really wanna laugh real quick? So why Jay Lion? Shout out to Main Event. They definitely wrestled during WrestleMania weekend for GCW. Why Jay Lion called me yesterday, just randomly. He said, "Yo," and it was a shit on TikTok. He called me. He said, "Yo, why are you talking about everybody sucking Roman's dick like that?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I haven't said anything about Roman in weeks." And he's like, "Nah, it's a clip that I had just saw," and I was just like, "Oh, when I was talking about how niggas is over here jerking Roman off." Okay, I did.
Yo, everybody still talk about
but
that.
But he literally called me just to say that to me. Like, he didn't call me. I mean, he called to see how I was doing and all that jazz, because that's my good friend. Mm-hmm. But he called me on something like, "I just seen this clip and had to ask you real quick, why did you say that?" And I was just like, "Because niggas be doing it." But no, WrestleMania weekend
with the final boss.
All right, we talking about night one.
Night one. Let's get to night one, and we all have different point of views because I was physically in the cold. There,
look at that. Look at that picture. Look at the greatest champion of all time in WWE history.
Look at we kicked off night one with the opening. What was the opening contest? Jesus Christ!
Hold on.
With Becky and Rhea.
Yes.
And
good match, man.
I love that the band played Rhea out. I did love that she got that live entrance. So I did appreciate that. And I like that Becky's you know what it is? I'm coming to my fandom of details. Like, for me, it's the details and things. So for Becky to come out with scripture from her book on her actual gear, I thought was dope. I thought and this time around in the arena, because normally, when you're there live, you don't see what people see at home.
I didn't know
like
that.
The graphics and stuff, you don't get to see. Like, when when Roman does when they have the graphic and doing that shit, like, you don't ever see those graphics on TV. However, this year you did. They did show the graphics that were on TV in the arena. So it definitely was dope. Because I saw, like, on the screen, like, when she walked through the book, we saw it on the screen. So I thought that shit was dope.
So I wanna pull a point out that we kind of skipped over.
What was the point?
Stephanie McMahon.
That was night 2. We ain't get there yet. Get there yet.
It's Stephanie McMahon. That's night 2, but, like, the new era has started, and you're seeing something different with that book being. They're showing that they letting them brand themselves again.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Even down to the ring. Shout out to listen. Say what you may about Logan Paul. But Logan Paul to be the first sponsor to ever have the logo on the middle of the squared circle is a big deal.
But it's more.
He had it on there. He had it on the turnbuckle. Like, it's a really big. It's a different time in WWE.
But I think it's also, like, individually outside of WWE.
Yeah.
Because, like, people are doing stuff and they can become a star, but just grind with us. But what you do outside, we still will promote it and fuck with it.
Like the fact that you saw Bianca Belair and Montez Ford on the Pivot podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, Becky was on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. Cody was on First Take.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne and Roman were on Jimmy Fallon. Like, they literally, like, when their media this, like, going into WrestleMania, it hit different. Yeah. It hit very different this year because it felt like they were hitting so many different platforms to hit so many different people to bring everyone together, because that's the one thing I hope that this people left this WrestleMania feeling is like, yo, anybody of anybody loves wrestling. Yeah. And it was like, in all honesty, this was the first WrestleMania in a long time I felt like the casuals, the hardcores, the semi-hardcore, every level of wrestling fandom.
You know why?
Every level of wrestling fandom.
Say it.
Had came out.
Say why? No.
No, because
no. It's because of the final boss. The final boss has made wrestling mainstream again. No, you didn't. What?
A little bit.
What?
The casual. I will say he definitely brought the casuals outside. I will absolutely give him
what?
Because there was niggas at work. Nah, there was niggas at work, and listen, y'all know where I work. It's nothing but Spanish niggas, and them niggas was like, "Yo, The Rock." Every day I was coming into work, and niggas was like, "The Rock."
Let me finish. He did what he did to the Fast and the Furious. He waited until got to the hottest to like, oh, I want to jump on board right now.
What? Rewind. Let's rewind here. Hold on.
Wait. Fast was already good without him, though.
Wait. Mitch HR, I had to talk to Mr. Black directly. The final boss helped save Fast and the Furious.
I'm gonna give you.
And then the final boss.
You forgot about Fast 5?
Nobody fucked with it after. Excuse me?
Nah, everybody still.
No. The Rock took the final Fast and the Furious to the next level because he's the final boss.
Well, the final boss didn't go to space like them niggas in the movie.
Yes.
He didn't know. He didn't do that.
What are you talking about? Without Dwayne WrestleMania.
But no.
Dwayne that's his name. What he's done for WWE, I'm not going to lie. The tribal chief, thank you, Roman.
All right.
The tribal chief.
I'm gonna give him I'm gonna say what I gotta say about Roman when we talk about night 2. I'm gonna save it for there. But
the greatest champion of all time. Go ahead.
I will say though, somehow, some way, Dwayne. Every day leading up to WrestleMania, something was about Dwayne, even down to the Hall of Fame. I said, how the fuck the nigga is not even getting into the Hall of Fame, but gets a belt from the widow of Muhammad Ali. It's like, what the hell?
Once again. Fast and Furious this shit. He trying to do this shit.
No.
It really was
because
Rocky
it is the truth, bro. He did ask Muhammad Ali, can he have the people's champion name? He did.
First of all, I thought
he's the final boss.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was very impressed with how his wife presented. Like you saw that she loved her husband. Like I did like that. Even though that was a long ass Hall of Fame ceremony, I was like, God damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch all of it.
I definitely locked in for all of it. I was like, we gonna do this. We in it. But I was just like, ooh, buddy. But all right. So yeah, Becky and Rhea retaining makes 1,001 cents. It actually, for me, and I told Michael this while we were there. I said this win, I think for me, cemented her title reign. I think
Rhea.
Yeah,
yes,
I think
of course,
I think 100%. For her to take the belt off of Charlotte, one of the 4 horsewomen, the year before, to then beat clean another one of the 4 horsewomen at WrestleMania, the opening of WrestleMania, the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
Did she beat Bayley?
So not like for like in a title situation. Okay. So I think her beating Becky made sense. It definitely for me cemented the legacy. Shut the hell up. The next was the ladder match.
Fire.
Fire.
Now
y'all know I don't like too many niggas in the ring. Yeah. And actuality, so it's crazy because live, I don't think it hit as well as it did when we watched it. We played it back the next day. We watched it the next morning, and we were like, nah, that ladder match actually hit.
To be real,
better than it did in person.
I just thought that it was okay. You feel me?
I thought it was good.
It did what it needed to do.
No, for me, it was really good because what I got out of it was safe, but it was great spots. Everybody played up their role really well.
As you guys saw, that both that Michael Cole had announced, I think it was on SmackDown, that both belts were separately on the line. So they split the belts, which thank you, Jesus. They split the Raw tag team belts and the SmackDown tag team belts. And I thought it was dope that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller had won the SmackDown because like they'll be the good team to everybody wanted to beat, and then for Ron Killings to get his WrestleMania moment of becoming tag team champion with Miz. I'm just glad that they gave him the moment.
Like, I mean, overall, like the match to me was just okay. It was cool.
No, for a lot of niggas, again, y'all know I don't like to meet niggas in the ring. I thought for a lot of niggas, as you mentioned, it was safe. And I think that I think it showed what it needed to show. I don't think it needed to be overly produced. I don't think it needed to be like all these. I didn't think it needed to be crazy shits going left and right. I think for what it was worth, they did it, and now we got two separate tag team champions, which is what was needed.
That was cool,
but it makes sense because the draft is on the 20th.
The draft is coming up at the end of the month, which is another good thing.
But go ahead though. What's next?
The Spanish Civil War match, the LW Andrade and Ray versus Santos and Raymond and Dominic.
I want to say something real quick. Did y'all notice the advertisements for every match?
Nigga, absolutely. Yeah. And it catered to the people that
bro,
when the Bobby Lashley shit was the gin and juice shit, I said, what the fuck?
Hold on. Another one. So when Bianca's match, it was about chicken. It was Wingstops.
It was Wingstops.
Yeah.
Then the match that she's about to Andrade
was the Minute Maid
Fresca, whatever. I was like, does anybody know this?
I was like, what the hell?
Let me ask you a question.
I told Michael that.
Let me ask you a question.
This shit is wicked.
Let me ask you guys a question.
But that just means people is putting money into their people.
Wait, hold up. So do you think that that's racist?
No, I just said, I think people are putting into their people. Like, I think it's if you're gonna have it, like, let's say Minute Maid has a diversity department or whatever, and that brand is catered to hit like more of a Hispanic demographic. Yeah, the Hispanic match should have what's gonna target the Hispanic demographic.
It should be Goya.
Well, if Goya wants to spend, they didn't sponsor. But that's what I'm saying. But like the sponsorship should actually have some level of representation of who's in the match, because that's who you're gonna advertise to.
Because
it was a smart advertising move.
When you look at it, yes, we would be like, yo, this is a little
that's a little when I played it back, I was like, the Fresca shit. I said,
because I noticed it off the rip. Because once again, I'm like kind of like Janelle, but I'm really big on the detail, how everything looks, the presentation. And so I'm looking at it because this is brand new.
Yeah.
This is brand new for WWE. The amount of money that they're getting. Mm-hmm. So a little bit off subject. I saw NBC's sales deck.
Mm-hmm.
So what they present to advertisers for Peacock, USA, all of that. So I was showing the sales deck. The amount of reach that WWE has, I don't think people understand it, because we understand it as wrestling fans. But when this person showed me that this person works for NBC, he was like, "Yo, let me show you, what this is about, like what WWE's doing." So I seen the sales deck, because the sales deck is basically, hey, this is a presentation of what the reach is, what we do, and everything of that nature. WWE is on a higher level than some of the bigger sports companies.
I heard, I heard it.
When it comes to the reach and who's watching it. So when people be like, oh, wrestling, I don't watch it. You don't watch it, but a lot of other people do. And you know what's interesting? Out of all sports, basketball, football, baseball, and I think hockey as well, guess who has the youngest demographic?
Wrestling.
Yep, WWE.
WWE.
I didn't know that,
because but I mentioned I touched on it when we talked about the PG era and how that was a necessity in terms of the growth of WWE as a whole. Like us as an older demographic may not be like, what's this PG shit? But then you got to realize, as adults, most may have kids. That's the demographic. They not only gonna get you, they gonna get your child.
Let me ask guys both a question. Have you ever talked to somebody who grew up, like, you see how that the attitude ever raised does? Have you ever talked to anybody that was raised by the PG era?
Yes. One of some people in one of my boys that works with me, he's younger, he's like 26. Muscle Malcolm, he's from that era. So yes, I have.
That's that John Cena.
You know what it is? I talked to somebody that was like, they didn't like, Mrblacc kind of like the 26-year-old and up, they kind of like come from the ruthless aggression era, that weird era. Okay. Yeah. When you talk to somebody who purely grew up in the PG era, I asked one of the dudes, I forgot the dude's name, whatever, right? He just debuted in wrestling a couple weeks ago. And he said it. He said that shit was lit. So me talking to him and seeing it from his point of view, we complain. But to him, that shit was the attitude era. That shit was everything.
That shit was their attitude era.
Because the amount of products and stuff like that, understand going PG, it allows the whole family to go without feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, because
like, think about it, right? Let's say the whole family like wrestling, right? During that era, you ready to kill your husband and your son with wrestling toys and stuff like that. The games and stuff like that. That's one thing. Now, for the women, you got Total Divas and other stuff that they couldn't enjoy, and other products that they advertise on Total Divas that the women could get from that. So the whole family ate during the PG era.
I mean, and even now, even this new era of stuff, because like, for instance, like when you're looking on an advertising perspective, your focus is not only going to be demographic, but it's also going to be the reach.
Yeah.
And I think
people spend money.
Correct. And how people spend money, what people spend money. Like, for instance, someone mentioned OTM. Let me tell you, I'm not really big on commercials. I'll mute them bitches every time. But that one fucking Snickers commercial that them niggas is on with Street Profits is by far one of my favorite commercials with scripts. I tickle every time.
You know what they did?
I don't even fucking eat Snickers.
And you know what they did? Funny. Shout out to Vince, even though how that he made, like, people laugh at him for this. But one thing I noticed by going to Philly, one thing I noticed by having their commercial tailored to their wrestler is he created a universe. So, hey, Snicker, hey, you want to work with us? You got wrestlers in there. Slim Jim, that wrestlers in there, and people may feel like there's weird advertisement. But during the advertisement, they showing people who paying these wrestlers.
They paying the dollar. Everybody was shitting on the Mountain Dew, the blackout thing, but then when Cody was on the media scrum that same after Royal Rumble, that nigga took a sip of the damn drink and said, "This is actually not bad." But that's the type of marketing you can't, even if you put money into that, you can't pay for.
So let me ask you this: how you feel about this comment?
Oh, I can't fully see, so you have to read it to
me. So Damian Priest said this. Everybody likes to compare to the Attitude Era, but we're doing things what the Attitude Era would have dreamt of.
And if you notice, during the Attitude Era, they never had press conference. Look at the C4. So there's a special brand of C4 for WWE.
So let me. I want to touch on what both you guys said. The Attitude Era was the mom and pop era. This and what I mean by the mom and pop era means that you're your own business.
Yes, whatever.
You have no real backers, really. Maybe a couple people might be invested into the company. That's a different conversation. And then when they really go public.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Attitude Era, they were private. So that's a very different
Because
entity.
even The Rock said it. He was like, it was a different time. It was a different time because it was like a mom and pop shop. So this current era, plus the era that the PG era, and even now, they're working WWE more like a sports conglomerate, which is why the TKO makes sense now that you're looking at it. Because let's look at basketball, let's look at football. When they're doing a press conference, isn't Coca-Cola right there? Is it Mountain Dew or Gatorade right there? People may not want to drink it, but they have it right there because that sponsorship dollars pays for everything.
Or even when you mentioned, because you had posted about it, the Roman getting the sneaker deal with Jordan.
Bro,
that's huge.
And don't forget,
that's a big
you said
thing.
Something about WWE was a mom and pop store, right? I'll give you the greatest example. WrestleMania was done in a parking lot back in the day. I forgot which one. I think the one at Caesar Palace, something like that.
Oh, when they did the 3-city thing in Atlantic City. Well, no, it was inside. It was inside Trump.
No. One of them was at a parking lot. They did it. One of the WrestleManias in a parking lot.
Only parking lot thing I remember is the pole parking lot brawl with Goldust.
Something like that. One of the WrestleManias was done in the parking lot.
The Bronco.
No. Sorry. It was the WrestleMania, all the toga stuff and stuff like that. That wasn't in the parking lot.
So the one everyone hates, but I actually really like. So
reason why I said that is they went from a parking lot to filling out a football stadium. That shows you how much growth that they have.
It's crazy that parking lot is probably the stadium now. Low key. All right, back to night one. Excuse me. So we had the LWO and the Santos and Dominic Mysterio match. Where
So
you had
basically,
the niggas from the Eagles come to Kelsey nigga and the other one come out with the mask. And I was like, what the
so
fuck
basically it was the who could possibly replace Rey Mysterio match.
You know what's so funny? Michael always says that. He says, yo, they keep trying to replace Rey Mysterio and they can't.
They can't.
And it's so funny that you said that because he said the same thing this weekend.
It's who's gonna replace Rey Mysterio match? Like, don't get me wrong.
Listen, I vote Santos Escobar.
This is what I think. I think that Rey Mysterio is Pharaoh one-on-one. You can never duplicate him. But the one thing that they could do is don't make no variation of Rey Mysterio. Just make a Santos. Just make a Dominic. Just make a this. That's it.
And I also
do want to focus on that.
I do want to point out though, like, and you had posted it, but I had definitely said it too. I was like, yo, I've never seen Andrade on an AEW pay-per-view, and this nigga came back to WWE and at WrestleMania. Like, I was just like, how does this?
Andrade is, and this is
this shit wicked.
I want to be very respectful when I say this, and this is no hate. Andrade is not a superstar.
No.
He's not a mainstream superstar, but Andrade is a great hand.
A presence.
Andrade is a great hand, and when I say great hand, I mean Andrade is that secondary dude that he could be your.
He's a Randy.
He's not Randy, but he's that guy that can be a transitional champion.
Like an Edge.
Not even, not that high. We're going too high.
Yeah,
you give him too much credit.
Yeah.
But
no, what I mean by Edge.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Oh, you mean like Edge currently?
Yeah. No. Edge, because Edge is the greatest transitional champion ever.
No, but I also I don't think he's that charismatic enough in that type of light.
In that retrospect.
But looking, Andrade never got his full deal at AEW because they didn't know how to really work with him.
No.
Because he wasn't fully made to be a mega superstar. But the thing about him is you put him in a match, it's going off.
Yeah.
And
you put him in a decent storyline, it's going off.
And that's why I had popped the Friday night, even though once again, so and I will say some of the matches did feel like just put together, but they ended up still working because that's how I felt when Andrade had turned and helped Rey, and then he got reunited with Zelina, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so full circle. Yes. But for me, adding him elevated the match a little bit for me, and then also gave another like namesake. And it's not a shade to Dragon Lee. I think Dragon Lee is very talented in his own right, but I think just in terms of it being the stage that it was on, I definitely think Andrade, for me, had elevated the match like for 2.5. Like I was just like, we got a little bit of the old school lucha wrestling going against the new up and coming new kids on the block situation. So for me, I felt that's how I saw the match. I was like, all right, this is a good combination of two different.
They showed him in a good light.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. In NXT, they showed him that good light. And that's the thing is right now is, and that's the problem with AEW a lot of times. If you're not that guy, you don't get any type of grace over there.
No, you don't.
You gotta be the guy.
It's like you're one and done over there. So it's just like, but also too, I don't, as you mentioned, I just don't feel like they utilized them at all.
No,
like,
they didn't. They didn't know how to utilize them.
Like,
and then
next match.
The next one was brother versus brother.
Okay.
It was missing something.
Okay.
It didn't hit for me.
I'm gonna say from my opinion, right? Shout out to Dwayne and he was talking about this. I thought the match, from like me, I know the story. This is my first WrestleMania. From that standpoint, it was okay. But if you look at the story standpoint, is Jay has been a single star for so long. So he knows how to work a single match. Jimmy is not a single star. He's a tag team specialist because every time that he's in a one-on-one, he loses. So basically, it was basically a glorified squash match. Like he basically sunned him this out of third to keep him in his place. Now, was that the type of match to have WrestleMania? No, because all this long build, all of this, it should have been something like a little bit more crazy. That I'm gonna pull out all the stops. But as an older brother, you looking like, nah, I can't do this because we only fighting because of Roman bitch ass. That's why.
So I felt that in all honesty, as Jock just said, too many super kicks. In all honesty, I do feel like this should have been the match Jimmy won. And in all honesty, I felt like this should have been like they should have pulled it in a way where you can anticipate 2 more matches. Like their brother versus brother rivalry, I think deserved the 3 matches, and I felt like Jimmy should have won this one at WrestleMania. It would have gave the same effect when Cody lost last year. Like, oh, like his first, oh, come on, man. And then Jimmy being like, I'm the older brother. You listen to me. I'm gonna get you a backlash. Right. And then they could have ran it back. And then Jay could have won again. Jay could have won that time. And then they could have did the final let out match. Had they, I think, had done that the year before WrestleMania, and that third match would have been the WrestleMania match, I think it would have hit a little differently.
What you think, bro?
I think the match was I love the story that was told in the match.
That fucking video package.
I love the story that was done. The
video package, God.
The story that was done in the match. I like where they were going. The only thing is that like many people have said, they need more a different artillery, a different moveset from each other. But I think that what they were trying to say is that's how much they are alike.
They're alike, yeah. Because there were certain times where like they were about to do the same move and then they stopped.
Yeah,
and they had that moment.
That's what I got from that. I thought that was dope, and it did what they did what it needed to do. I think I don't think it's over.
It shouldn't be. It should not be.
There's a lot more lot more story to be told,
especially because of what happened night 2 with the spear.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot more. There's a lot more to be done. And I think, yes, everybody is right what they feel, but for me, the story within the match is what I was watching, and I enjoyed it. Yeah. And I wasn't looking for the moves, but I'm also different.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I watch matches, I'm watching what story y'all telling.
Yeah, for me, it's the psychology.
What story y'all telling. So I knew what they were trying to accomplish, because it's like we're so much similar. This is gonna be hard. Mm-hmm. So that's what I got. From that. But what's the next one?
The 6-woman tag match.
Oh, that's another filler match, showcase match.
Listen, I told Michael in advance. I said, yo, I apologize in advance for the emotions that's about to go through me. When I saw them girls Destiny Child that shit, I said, yo, I got to get the fuck out of my seat. Like, I didn't care about anybody else in my section. I was just like, woo, I'm here for the black girls. Let's go. I didn't give a fuck. That match could have been garbage. All I gave a fuck. I was here for the presentation of these strong black women being able to have this match at WrestleMania. Like, I didn't give a fuck what it was. And then also to them appreciating each other. Mm-hmm. Especially during the media scrum part when they were all interviewed, and I had peeped that on the YouTube thing. It's just, for me, like, you get to a point where as women, the first thing to do is to bash. It's the hate, it's the jealousy. And to see Bianca, Naomi, and Jade come together and not have to bash each other to get ahead, not to be able to shit on each other to get ahead, and for them to give each other their own flowers in their own right. Like, it, for me, that was what the match was about. And it wasn't for me about actual wrestling. Like, they're gonna be great in their own. Bianca's still undefeated at WrestleMania.
But for me, what I got from that was that they carried Jade in a respectful manner. Mm-hmm. Okay, here, sis.
This your time. Everybody had their own shine.
But I think it was, here, sis. This is how we do it here. Yeah. And I'm gonna teach you what we do here.
The support.
I'm gonna show you what we doing. Come in real quick. Do this. I got you. Okay, you forgot that? I got you. Because you could see certain parts where she was a little iffy, but they carried her through the match. No. Because that's what's needed within that, and that's the unity that they have with that. Because you have to understand, Naomi, she's established. Veteran in the game. Been doing this, 15 years at this point, maybe? You have Bianca. She already know her play. She's cemented in WWE. God forbid something happens, she's still good. Yep. because she's the future. She's the future
of
this
future of the company.
And I don't think nobody noticed this. Bianca was on every ad for WrestleMania, and she's not even the champion,
she
bro.
Was on the cup.
Yep.
Not even champion.
She's not even champion, bro.
Got the cup for me?
Yeah, it's at my crib.
He's at the house.
So,
but no,
so that's what I got from it because the support, and I tweeted about this. I was like, yo, listen, Jay did absolutely nothing.
Yes.
And she looked great.
Yes.
But and that was the thing, was the whole like, and everybody would probably compare it to like, you know, her time in AEW and how her matches were 2.5 seconds and then moved on. But and also too, there has to be a level, like I always throw this out, has to be a level of consistency. And the fact that girl came out, smashed it out on Saturday night, and then came out Monday Night Raw, smashed it out again. Like for me, it's the presentation of her. It's we want you guys to see her, to feel the interest. Like she looks larger than life. She looks like kid, and that once again is gonna be catered to kids. Kids like superheroes. They like these little girls, whether black, white, Asian, don't matter. These little girls, when they saw these three women, they were like, yo, these are some superheroes. When Jade came out with that red, when she signed to SmackDown, it was purposely done so she can look like a superhero. Like, yo, there's the good thing there's so many different things that they're doing with her.
Guys, 1 second, guys. I want to appreciate everybody that's watching right now, because this is some of the highest viewing that we ever had.
Yeah,
just want to let y'all know. Thank you.
Super side note. Can we just name them the big three? I don't know what they're gonna do.
But then they're gonna beef after.
Right.
They're gonna beef after.
Right. Then it all falls apart.
But the thing about okay, is I think I have no complaints. It was a very good showcase match. But the only complaint I have is just like, all right, the Kabuki Warriors have been your job to the stars for the last 2 years. The same exact love that you're giving to the other women on the roster. Next year, as far as going to WrestleMania, the Kabuki Warriors and them have a better spot to make them look good.
So you're talking about they need a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, they need a rebrand.
But the thing about it, outside of WrestleMania, they've been killing.
But I just feel like they don't have no key wins that make them look like, all right, cool. They have good matches, but never key wins. To me, they're like that playoff team that gets to the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl, but don't show up. Something always happens to them.
But the thing, though, is you need that, though. Like, in all honesty, in order to have a balanced ecosystem, as your brother like to always say at times, when you have a certain ecosystem, you need to have somebody that's gonna still look good, present themselves good, be present, but not win.
But I just feel like there's better ways to do this. Like, for example, Mankind, right? You know that man was gonna lose the match, but you like the fact that how he went into the storyline is always good. He always got presented a great light. I think sometimes they just not presented well, and they don't win enough.
But I feel like it's interesting you say that, because I feel like, especially on SmackDown, that's how they was always presented. They were always presented, and like there were quite a few times SmackDown went in, and them bitches was standing tall, and everybody was laying on the ground.
You know what it is? I like them better than the pandemic, because I felt that they was more unleashed. They was whooping ass.
But they're whooping ass.
But I feel like on SmackDown, yeah.
I still feel them.
Okay, and that was a personal thing, because I'm definitely saying here, like, yo, there's been quite a few SmackDowns where Bianca and Naomi was on the ground, and them bitches was saying here like, I take the power, I take the stage. Like, they ended SmackDown.
You know what it is? That the women's tag team champion, and it continued.
Well, that shit is cursed from the beginning.
Wait, hold on. So, I think that the fact that I never seen them defending enough. I never seen them like their title been at rest at no point. So to me is, if they didn't have the championship, I would have saw it that way. But you're champions that don't defend it. It reminded me when Dean Ambrose was U.S. champion. You feel me? It's just like, if you're gonna make them do all of this, yo, take off the championship off of them.
But I just think in all actuality, they just need to get rid of, and and it's not because I hate women wrestling. No, it's not that. It's just at the end of the day, like, I think that there's no women tag team for the belt to make sense.
But I just think Damage Control, the Kabuki Warriors, EO looked. I get what you're saying. If you're talking about just a WrestleMania moment, you're right. But
yeah, because Asuka hasn't had one. So I will co-sign that.
Them on SmackDown have been portrayed like vicious animals in a good way. because they be beating bitches up.
And then go on Raw when they ain't supposed to be on, but because they the tag team champions, that's why there was one time Adam Pearce was like, well, why y'all here? And then Dakota Kai was like, well, we are the tag team champions. We could be anywhere we want to be. Yeah. Like, them bitches was on TV hopping for real.
You know what it is? It's just like, I don't know. I just feel
you want more for the actual like title reign.
I want more for these women.
Because
when I watch NXT, I feel these women's presence. The NXT women have so much more to work with.
Speaking of NXT, real quick, an amazing stand and deliver. Where also Ava had announced that they will be crowning a women North American champion, and that I absolutely love.
I wanna.
It is time.
Talk about NXT stand and deliver real quick because I went to that show.
Yeah.
From top to bottom.
Jam-packed.
Great show.
Jam-packed.
Great show. I have a newfound respect for Carmelo Hayes. Always loved him. We all know that. Always loved him. But I had a conversation with him. Like, private conversation. And I'll tell you guys after. That dude is out of here. And when I say that, it's because what he's doing and what they have him doing, they know he's the future.
Yeah.
They know he's the future of the business. And it's just an interesting thing what they're doing down there, where they're curating this level of excellence, and they're taking their time and they're moving these parts so well. Like, Dragunov is different.
Let me tell you, NXT is playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I've always been trying to articulate to anybody about NXT. The fact that Ilya Dragunov can come on Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania as NXT champion and beat Nakamura. For Roxanne Perez to come in, and some people ain't really feeling the heel. I honestly did not think she had it in her. So the fact that she could come on TV, it made me be like, oh, she being a little mean little girl now. Facts. For me I'm like, okay, I can sign on and I can be like, all right, cool. For her to be on Raw in this past week and be on there like that, for Obi Femi to be North American champion and be able to defend it in the way that he does, so what they've been doing in NXT is it shows that they've been able to cultivate a system to help those when they get to the main roster. And also, too, the way that they've been able to combine all three brands in such a manner where you're like, if you see, like, when Ilya Dragunov came on Raw, nigga got a pop. Like, niggas knew who the fuck he was.
Because they're moving the brand
Had that
correctly.
been 3-4 years ago and somebody got a call up, like, had the opportunity, like when that period of time when Keith Lee and Karrion Kross and them niggas had got called up, but had that been the period of time where NXT and WWE and the main roster was intertwining the way that they did, I think their call-ups would have been way different.
But the difference is that they wasn't doing before, and now they actually advertise it.
All the time.
And it's not no bullshit advertising every once in a while. It's advertisement that tells you what to expect this week. It was like, oh, this week we're having a street fight. Oh, what's going to happen between this that? Do you look like that?
The backstage segment between Roxanne and Natty set up for Natty and Roxanne the next night on
guess
NXT.
What? And guess what? They'll show that on a commercial.
But the thing about it, let's really think about it. Why they doing that?
Why?
It's because it's Triple H running the main show. Shawn is running NXT. It's like if me and you were running the NXT in the main show, where we fuck with each other.
Yeah.
The problem before was Vince didn't fuck with NXT like that. So he didn't know what was going on. There was no communication,
and there's definitely been quite a few people we've interviewed previously that has been in NXT has said that like Vince didn't watch NXT. He didn't know what the fuck was going on.
And this is why I tell everyone this. NXT 2.0 was necessary.
It was great. I love it.
I don't think that's your guys' opinion.
I loved it.
What I feel
like without NXT 2.0, you wouldn't have Carmelo, you wouldn't have Braun, you wouldn't have Ilya, you wouldn't have Roxanne.
I don't even think it's that.
You wouldn't have Trick. You wouldn't have any of these.
But the thing about it, they're synchronized now.
But it started from NXT 2.0.
No, it didn't because when NXT 2.0 was around, it was Vince and Bruce Pritchard.
You see, you're not listening. Vince it still was part of the main roster. Bruce Pritchard's part of the main roster. The fact that it went down there and said, yo, let's do it our way, it bridges the gap.
It didn't bridge the gap, but in my opinion on that.
Because, that's fair.
Because on my opinion on that, this is what I'm saying. They went down there and tried to rebrand the whole entire thing and make it a WWE show. Yes, you got more character work. Yes, you got more bigger than life people there. But the main thing that I'm saying is that once Triple H got full custody, like it's like a kid, of WWE,
custody.
and then Shawn got full custody of NXT, it was like, all right, what you doing down there? Okay, I like this kid Mello. Let's bring him up real quick. Let's maneuver him around. Let's do this because now we're working them. We're working
Keyword, just like Carlton just said, NXT 2.0, boy. NXT from the grunge rock metal subculture to the hip hop mainstream.
Yes,
so again,
no, hold on. What I'm trying to say is, yes, you had NXT 2.0. I'm not taking that away. I'm talking about the bigger thing is Bruce Pritchard is not down there. It's Shawn. Shawn understands the business as a wrestler because there's two things about Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels understands of being a wrestler and also can teach. Being a wrestler. That's the difference between a lot of people who are great and who go into coaching, go into management. Because yes, you may be good as an individual, but can you take that knowledge and sprinkle it? And then you have Triple H up top who's literally like, yo, they probably on phone calls. Who you got down here? Let me see what he's doing. And he's probably watching both shows and he may not be watching it fully, but the one thing I fuck with Vince. Outside his nasty work ethic, his nasty work things outside, I will always know that Vince was the one who made wrestling mainstream.
Hell yeah.
And essential.
But the thing about it, age becomes your worst enemy.
100%.
Because you get stuck in your ways.
100%.
You get stuck in the way that you do things and how you do things.
100%.
That man is a machine.
Yeah.
But that machine is old.
Outdated.
It's like
it's still working, but
it's like a computer that you have that's running on Windows 98. It still works. It still works.
Yo, remember those times?
Remember that help on remember that help on Word, that little clip?
AIM?
Yeah, so it's your computer still running on Windows 9. It still works. It still moves.
But it don't work for the compatibility of what the times is right now.
Exactly. Because that's what I'm trying to say is that they modernized it because 2.0 was okay, we're gonna move a different direction. But it was still under the heavy hand of Bruce Pritchard's. It was still under the heavy hand of Vince as well. And it's outdated. Shawn got complete control. Now we got complete control by Triple H. Now we got something that's up to date, that's fresh. Triple H even talked about how WrestleMania was written in October. So and then they shifted.
I think, I wonder if it's up now. Where I think it could be on YouTube where they were doing a documentary. They were posting a documentary of like the behind the scenes for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where they were talking about.
It's not up yet. I don't think it's up.
Okay.
They said
I think so. Then it may be coming up this coming Wednesday.
So what's the next match?
The last and final match of night one.
The final boss. The final boss.
Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins versus the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Thank you, Roman.
And the final boss himself, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The craziest part, so let me tell you about inside the stadium. The craziest part was, so when Rock came out and it was the whole like Terminator type of feel, you felt the vibration in the stadium. Like the whole like the shit like vaulting up, like electrifying. You felt it around the stadium, and I thought that was dope. I was like, oh shit, I'm in it, Dwayne, I'm here. As you all saw, Dwayne pinned Cody Rhodes 1, 2, 3 for Bloodline storytelling at its finest for Bloodline Rose to be activated for night 2. We're just gonna go on to night 2 then.
Hold on.
Where we kicked off WrestleMania night 2. Oh, we're not there yet. We're
that's
not
night
Mama
2.
Rose. That is night 2.
Yeah. We talk about night 2, so we got to represent.
Yeah, but we showed it at the end with Mama Rose, my fellow Cubana. We gonna hold that.
She was at WrestleCade.
I know. I saw pictures of her.
So WrestleCade, real quick. We're gonna do a quick commercial.
First of all, I'm upset. Y'all saw my best friend Nick Aldis without me.
Shout out to Nick.
my guy.
Fucks with us.
Yo, hard.
That nigga fucks with us.
Yo, when I tell people Nick Aldis is like my best friend, niggas be looking at me like, what? I'm like, no, like Nick Aldis fucks with us. Like, that's the homie.
So we pull up to WrestleCade. Shout out to Tantalizer Tony. That's my man's for life.
Out, yeah,
that man's a good dude. I know he may rub some people the wrong way.
Nah,
but I fucks with.
He loves his kids.
I fucks with Tantalizer Tony.
His kids.
Yo, this man has a whole operation with his family.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing about it, I will never, ever put a black man down who has his whole family with him in the operation. They loving it.
The editing, the camera.
By the way, he got mad kids.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had so many
solid
kids.
4, I think.
There's a one kid, he's like, hey, I got a kid that's 45. I was like,
he
what?
He got a grown-ass child.
I said, what? He's like, yeah, it's my other son too. I said, excuse me?
I think he got 2 boys and he got the...
He like the bloodline here.
He's a fast talker though. Like I told you, like if you're not with him from sentence 1, you're gonna lose track of what you're saying.
So
over y'all.
We get in there. We get into WrestleCade. WrestleCon.
Yeah, WrestleCon.
Sorry.
So we walking around. I'm with my brother, and I think we went there first before we went to the Hog, right?
Yeah.
Went there before we went to Hog, and I had to do a walkthrough of the venue
for the viewing party.
So I was like, let me stop over here, see what's over there. So walking around, then we see Nick Young's mom.
Nick
Wayne's mom. See? We see Nick Wayne's mom. First of all,
see the picture, y'all.
Stallion. Straight
tall
stallion.
She is.
Tall glass of milk, huh?
So then Will Hobbs was there. What up, Will? We know Will. Gotta show him love. Big motherfucker now. Big motherfucker.
Yeah. He's huge, pause.
Big. No Diddy.
No woman.
Pause.
No Diddy.
I'm saying it for y'all.
So he pulled up this fool right here.
Of course, because he gonna embarrass you.
He goes,
he gonna embarrass you.
Yo, Nick Wayne, you're his mom, right? She goes, yeah. You know, she's like this friendly, sweet. Yeah. So he goes, my brother likes to call you all elite.
And this is where it runs away.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, he goes, likes to call you all elite white woman.
What does it mean? I said that all elite white woman. She was weak.
She goes, oh my god, all elite white woman. And then Will Hobbs is there. He goes, she goes, yo, Will, guess what they call me? AEW, all elite white woman. And then Will goes, yeah, because you are. He goes, because you are. I told you this.
Leave it up to
I told you this.
Yeah.
And then I go, yeah, the streets be talking about. She's like, the streets be talking about me? Yeah. She's like, the streets be talking about, because she's clueless.
I'm hollering.
She clueless.
No idea.
She's slightly older, so she don't be on Twitter.
Has no social media.
I believe it. I believe it.
So she goes, yeah, you know. And then I was like, here's some money for take a picture. Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's how that happened. Okay.
Let's take a picture.
Because I thought it was random that her and Will was together.
No, they're at the same table.
Oh, okay. That's what threw me off.
And the thing about it, I was like, because she gave us a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me pay for something.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, you guys are like, Will they didn't ask for it. I was just like, yo, you guys are working.
Yeah.
And they gave us, like, Will was just chopping it up with me, talking to me. She was like legit having a conversation with us. I was like, you know what? Let me pay for this. I got you. Let me get a picture together. Well, what's the price? All right, I take care of it. And she was super nice, but damn, she fine. Damn, she is fine.
Don't get me wrong. For me, it's Ebony Queen's forever, Snow Bunny's never. But for this Snow Bunny, she was fine. Nick Wayne, mom is fire. She tall, stallion, and like a hawk.
Wow.
Fine.
I don't know how we went to horses and dogs, but okay. Night 2 of WrestleMania opened up with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins versus
fire match.
Drew McIntyre.
Fire. That shit was fire.
CM Punk.
The whole thing was fire.
On commentary. So this is he's stupid. CM Punk on commentary, where for 5 minutes we had a new World Heavyweight Champion and Drew McIntyre finally fulfilling his lifelong dream that we keep hearing, that he keep crying about. I never went in front of fans. Now you don't want in front of about 75,000 of them. So here you go.
Counts.
5 minutes of that.
A win is a win.
And then once again,
Damian Priest catch
Drew screwing Drew in the fashion of them all, paying attention to CM Punk. And fucking Phil swooped his ass on that table. I said, what the hell's going on here?
Because the bisexual Undertaker.
Yo, first of all, y'all wild disrespectful for calling that nigga bisexual Undertaker.
I hate they keep, but you know what? He embraced it.
Like, listen, Rhea embrace. Yeah, like, listen, sometimes you gotta embrace it to fuck with it, but y'all dead wrong for that.
Mad disrespectful.
But as Phil was messing with Drew and Drew was messing with Phil, Damian Priest music hits. Cashes in.
Perfect. Fire.
Senior Money of the Bank cashes in to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. The second Puerto Rican World Champion since Pedro Morales.
Fire.
So that should be the headline, not zesty ass Undertaker. Okay. But I will say shout outs to whoever does his blowouts, because then when he came out on Raw with that blowout,
my question is this: wait, question. For real. What makes him zesty looking?
It's the braids and the colors in the hair and stuff like that, in the makeup.
But Undertaker wear makeup,
right? That's why they say it's zesty Undertaker. That's why.
But Undertaker
he has color in his hair.
But Undertaker was basically the blueprint for like these dominatrix that be having sex with gay men.
Okay, all right.
Like this man had a. You know what?
Yeah, no. So you keep answering the questions that you asking. I don't know how to tell you that. But yes, we do have a new world champion, Punisher Martinez,
and it's a Puerto Rican.
Damian.
He's from the Bronx.
He's from the city. He's from the hometown. So shout outs to our champion, Damian Priest. But yes, y'all niggas are wild for calling him Zesty Undertaker. I'm just gonna put that on air.
What? He's dressed like a gender neutral power straw.
You don't shut up, Baptiste.
That's funny though.
Wow.
Shout out to Stephanie Hardy.
First of all, Sazon Taker. I'm here for that. That's funny.
Show my nigga sword.
That's funny.
Sazon Taker.
Nah, but the thing about it, we have the Hispanic community is being represented
everywhere.
Well.
Listen, diversity is at its all-time high in WWE, so I will never be mad about
it. Understand wrestling won't be shit without the Hispanics and Black community, B.
All right. Then the next match was, I don't know why they're going by the Pride, which is weird, but all right. Bobby Lashley Street Profits going against the Final Testament.
What you guys thought about that match?
It was horrible.
First of all, I just popped. First of all, Snoop on commentary, A1. That nigga got to be invited for at least once a match. Yeah. Fucking Fat B putting Scarlett through the table was my favorite part of the whole match.
I gotta watch it.
I didn't even give a fuck. I saw that spot and I said, she put her through a table. That's all I can say.
What I said?
She put her through a table.
I don't know what I said. I don't know.
But I mean, listen, the niggas won, so I'm here for that. I'm always gonna be for that. So
my thing was this way, right? Like,
there's that.
I feel this way. Let me be very, very honest with you. Okay. Karrion Kross is a good wrestler.
I love him.
All those are a good wrestler, but this is actually. He just won Triple H boys. This is why he came in the push he gets.
So you know what I do think, and that's why I'm glad that they kind of hint. I feel like that's the route they're going. Is Final Testament popped up on NXT this past week, and I like that because then it gives them, I think, the hard restart in being the newly faction that they are. And AOP has the history in NXT. Karrion Kross has a history from NXT, so I think them going down back to NXT will kind of help rebuild and rebrand the whole Final Testament gimmick shindig. Okay. So I do like that's the route that we're going. You know what? I do like that.
So like, you know what? It just shows that how that they actually invested into this group.
Yeah.
Maybe
and they doing a pivot.
Sometimes it's like you need to go to a place that's a little bit smaller, work out your kinks, and be around people who are not in the same boat, but it's good for both parties. So you know what? I'm waiting to next WrestleMania to see what they do with this group. So let me not comment on it. But the Pride,
Karrion Kross would work 10 years ago.
Okay.
How about
10 years ago, Karrion Kross would not work.
But I just feel like the Pride, I just feel there's not enough investment into that. And it's not due to the performers. It's due to WWE.
Yeah, there's no direction.
The Hurt Business, we got to invest into it. You saw the manifestation of it. We saw the ending of it. We got invested. This was just like, they popped up 1 minute that they're supposed to be heels, one supposed to be a good guy, and then you got a female to be fab. Nothing wrong with this performance, but give me some reason why I should care about them.
So I think they're doing that now.
Yeah,
I think the match,
the
WrestleMania match was a start. That's why I don't think it, like, to be honest, I didn't like the match, but I saw the point of the match just to establish them as a real group.
Yeah, because each of them had parts in the match. That's why I said when B-Fab threw her through the table, I said, oh shit, I'm here for whatever shenanigans they gonna do.
You know what? At the end of the day, I felt like they do the mouthpiece shot to my CMOS brother.
So what's crazy is I feel like if like I said, the consistency and the placement of it, B-Fab low-key can be the mouthpiece, because the promo that the video packaging that they had on SmackDown, and she was the one talking, I tuned in. I was just like, oh, because you never really seen outside of Sister Good Sherry, you never really see a female be the mouth. Selena was good with Andrade, but in terms of like a group, the last thing I could think about was when Sherry was doing it for Harlem Heat. And when she was, that kind of like, I'm here to be that presence, and they position B-Fab in that way, it could work, in my opinion.
I agree.
Listen. B-Fab is a star. Check out our interview with B-Fab.
Cheap plug.
It's we did like 2 years ago, a year ago.
Yeah, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah,
because that was
it's up.
See,
true.
But what was the next match?
It was LA Knight
Fire.
versus AJ Styles. 2 different eras of TNA in the building. I appreciate it. This was the match I was most excited about. Because the lead up, I know it hasn't been, but when they did that when he rolled up to his house, I said,
no, the build up was great.
Some people
how did AJ song sounds in the stadium, the new one? How did it sound?
Well, no, I watched it on TV night 2, so I really was looking forward to. They ain't want none, so when the new shit hit, I was just like, what the fuck is this? But it does, I think, match the heel gimmick that he's working. The song, I think, does fit the heel that he wants to be, so I can respect the song change. But I like that LA Knight did win. I do think that the W will add to him, getting back into the title picture and things of that nature. But I love the story that they told in the ring, and I actually did like.
For me, the match was cool. It was a good, like, what I'm seeing right now is an older AJ.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to him. Like, I've been watching AJ literally. Crazy thing about
half of your life.
Literally,
and didn't even know it. Yeah.
It's just like
minimum half of your life.
Because once I say I've been watching AJ, I see all his matches flashes from his body of work.
One of the forefathers of TNA.
Right. So like, how I be in 2020 is I expect him to do different style of matches, and I think moving forward, you're not gonna see AJ of old, but more of a like the old man AJ Styles. So every once in a while, he's going to bust out 450, but don't be surprised if he does a power bomb or like a tombstone.
All right. So then next was the U.S. title match, Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I am
happy
to
see that match.
I'm glad that Logan won.
You went to the bathroom?
No, that was when he was trying to head to the stadium. I'm glad Logan won. I once again think they're going to have him hold it at least until SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is in Cleveland. So, and that's his hometown, so that makes sense. And also to give him that WrestleMania win. The last 2 WrestleManias he's lost. So I think to have the WrestleMania win now makes sense. He was one of the lead sponsors of WrestleMania.
What the fuck is in Cleveland, bro?
Everything. Nothing. The casino, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's cool. People that really know the
bars.
We got bars here.
What else? Because she really tried to put that when I said that. She's like, bars.
Nah, I had a blast in Cleveland.
Who cares?
I did, because I went and I had fun.
Bars.
Listen, I tell people all the time.
You have a good time anywhere.
You make it what you want.
But the thing about it, I want to go to some place to discover things, not a bar.
So go to a place that you've never been to. The fuck?
So give me a reason to go to Cleveland. Go to a bar.
Go to a bar. That's what she said. Go to a bar.
If you like the casino, what the fuck was in Philly?
There's mad stuff. They have nice museums. They have mad museums out there in Philly. In Philadelphia.
Philly was great.
Yeah. There's mad stuff.
Now y'all sucking Philly. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's better than Cleveland.
The next match was Bayley versus Io Sky.
Triple B.
Fire. Triple B.
That was a good match.
I'm glad that Bayley finally got her WrestleMania moment. I think is well deserved. The match did what it needed to do. It came full circle. Her starting Damage Control, putting the girls together, then her now taking it down.
I'm gonna go to Cleveland a day early, 2 days early, and
you might as well fly a day up, call it a day. Why waste your money?
See,
I'm saying it for you. I'm saying it for you
because there's nothing there.
I'm saying it for you.
If you fuck with Philly, you gonna be like, nah, bro, definitely pull up a day early. Shit. I got all the stuff that you could do. The fact that you said that, yo, you might as well show a day up.
Because that's what he would do. Because he thinks nothing near. So I'm catering to what he's saying.
You don't want to lose this argument.
No, I don't. How about I don't give a fuck?
Yes,
what
you do.
Does. I really don't.
You never I've
been to Cleveland before. I've been to Cleveland before. I've been to SummerSlam before. I don't give a fuck what you decide to do.
Yo, so why you didn't say that? How that? You know what? I say on the fact that it's something to do with Philly. They would say certain that he likes.
So do what you want to do.
Because you know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
That's not this.
I don't care.
That's not this.
Like I'd rather go to a city. Like for me, I'd rather go to a city I've never been to before. That's always my as a personal
But
goal.
You're not convincing the audience.
I don't need to convince shit. If you're gonna go, and if you don't go.
Saw my man Ralph talking about Philly. We got 5-star restaurants out on TV.
5-star restaurants.
That is true.
That is true.
What city doesn't maybe have a 5-star restaurant?
2 biggest malls in the world.
They do.
Ooh, Philly.
Oh, you forgot, Ralph. You forgot to add the zoo, the aquarium.
We got zoos here.
Oh, okay. Oh, like we. Oh, really?
But you see how Ralph is standing on the fact that why I feel
because he's from the city.
But you just said on Cleveland.
I'm not from Cleveland, so why would I sit here and be like,
I don't like losing arguments.
Oh my God. How about I don't give a fuck? How about that? How about if you're gonna go to SummerSlam, suck it the fuck up and go no matter what city it's in.
What's the next
if
match?
you don't go to fucking Cleveland, then don't go to fucking Cleveland.
What's the next match?
Who gives a shit? Guess what? Are you gonna go to SummerSlam? Yes or no?
The next match is with the final boss.
No, it's not. Good for you.
It's Cody Rhodes versus
versus Roman Reigns. Absolutely, it was 6 matches night 2. It flowed way better than night 1.
Wait. It was only 6?
Yep.
Well, I feel it was 8.
Nope.
No,
6. 7 was night 1. 6 was night 2.
Yeah, it was cool.
Right,
the story has come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes did the unthinkable.
With his man.
Did the unimaginable with all the Avengers linking up to take down Roman Reigns. Now listen, I will say this. So everyone that's tuned in, this is the time where I will say what everyone doesn't think I would probably say. And I would say, thank you, Roman Reigns.
Greatest
thank you.
Champion of all time.
I will break it down where my thank you comes from. My thank you comes from literally the last 10 years of WrestleMania. My 10-year WrestleMania journey. I would say about 7 of them bitches this nigga has main evented, and I've been there and he's won. I will say to see the last 10 years of WrestleMania come together all in one match and being told the story of all stories being told. I will say thank you, Roman.
But you know who you also gotta thank?
But
the final boss.
So if you did see it, listen, for me,
oh shoot,
it was
broke a record.
It was the biggest main event of all time, outside of just numbers.
Yeah.
Just the story.
Thank you, Roman.
The psychology in the match.
The tribal chief.
The people that participated in the match. You had every near fall, every finisher.
Talk to them.
Them doing their own finishers.
Talk to them.
Fucking Jimmy and Jay's story still continuing.
Talk to him.
Fucking I'm not gonna hold you. That Shield music hit, baby. I thought Dean Ambrose was coming down that ramp.
Talk to him.
I said, oh my God. For fucking John Cena for once in a lifetime to happen a third time. Jesus Christ, guys. I fucking hate it.
Talk to him.
For Cena and Rock to have their moment again.
Talk to him.
For Taker to come back and get his lick back for that fucking Orlando WrestleMania.
Talk to him.
with Roman. Because I realized, because I sat there, I said, yo, we always sitting here thinking, Austin, the glass is going to shake. It was going to be popping. But I love the fact we didn't go that route because literally every person that came out had a connection to Roman.
Thank you, Roman.
That was where I appreciated that.
Thank you, Roman.
You had Seth come out dressed as Shield. Couldn't even get. Yo, first of all, WWE production was at an 11.
Thank you, Roman.
Production was on an 11 both nights. For Seth to come out, get speared, the chair of all chairs to be presented. And for Roman to have to choose red pill or blue pill, which way am I gonna go? And
Thank you, Roman.
Up the chair, and he could not let go of the past.
The greatest.
The past haunted him on that Sunday evening. Woo! 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 He hit Seth
Thank you, Roman,
with the chair, where then Seth became the actual Shield to Cody winning. He protected Cody at all costs, ladies and gentlemen. For Cody Rhodes to not hit 1, not hit 2,
woo!
3.
Woo! Thank you, Roman.
3.
Thank you, Roman.
3 crossroads to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Thank you, Roman.
Have all of the men come out to uplift him in these good times. My God, to his daddy in the sky.
Thank you, Roman.
Looking down, seeing
Thank you, Roman.
His son, his baby boy.
Thank you, Roman.
Win
Thank
the
you,
title
Roman.
That he never got to win.
Thank you, Roman.
It was by far the most beautiful ending of a story. But in that same breath, it started a whole new era of WWE, ladies and gentlemen.
The greatest.
Listen.
The greatest.
Now, everybody knows how I feel about Roman. But I will say thank you, Roman, for the good times. Thank you,
greatest.
Roman,
the greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest.
Main event of
the greatest
time. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Yo, first of all, in actuality, too, thank you, Bobby Roode. Shout outs to Bobby Roode for being the producer for not only night 1's main event, but night 2's main event. Bobby motherfucking Roode. Give him his flowers. Thank you.
But you know who else you got to give their flowers to? The Final Boss.
But also, okay, so I also want to, and this is actually going to transition into the other part of what we do want to talk about, and we'll try to wrap up. But I also want to thank, oddly enough, Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony Khan, for letting Cody go. Because if he didn't go through that AEW phase, it's like, when you have that girlfriend and you toxic, but then you just like, I still want to stick around for a little bit. And then Cody woke up and he's like, I can't take this toxicity no more, and left. Thank you, Tony, for giving him that platform to help him realize his true self. Also too, thank you, Tony, for, feeling you, and you thought it was going to be one thing, my guy, but it wasn't. And because of you, we also did get back CM Punk.
But also,
wait,
hold on.
One more. You had a big superstar on your hands. You gave her an undefeated streak, and you let her go. So thank you, Tony.
No, he didn't let her go. She left. She didn't feel it was good enough.
Thank you, but thank you, Tony, for creating this platform.
She didn't pick up his calls.
Thank you for having this at least platform for these people to go through and realize what their true selves, where they need to be. And it goes into Dynamite this week, ladies and gentlemen, where we had from the beginning of the week, they had announced that they will show the footage from Wimbledon and the whole Jack Perry CM Punk, because if you have been living under a rock, CM Punk went on Ariel Helwani's show, the MMA Hour, during WrestleMania week, and had an interview and spoke his truth in live and in color. And what was their reaction? What was the emotional reaction to do?
It was
this. Jack came back from his match. I was the next match. I'm sitting there. I got people with me. I'm not going to say who they are. you know, because I got a lot of friends who work there, and I wish them all well, and I don't want them to be punished because they're friends with me, you know. And I walk up to him and I'm just like, Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit like on TV, you know? And he's just like, well, if you got a problem about it, do something about it. And I was just like, man, come on, man. You know, I'll fucking kill you. Like, what are we doing, you know? And it just, you know, it's like Chael says, sometimes you just can't let you get close, you know? I thought I was doing a responsible thing, you know? I didn't punch anybody. I just choked somebody a little bit. Samoa Joe was there, told me to stop, and then I quit. I turned to Tony and I said, this place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
I quit.
So let's talk about this real quick.
Let's break it down.
So
smidge.
First things first. Obviously, as you can see, with the great job with putting that up. As you can see, CM Punk told the truth.
Absolutely.
Now, y'all already know I'm top 5 CM Punk haters. I can't stand this dude for multiple reasons, but I respect him because he is phenomenal on the mic.
And guess what? He's still a fucking draw.
He's a draw. But he's CM Punk and he's toxic low-key.
Yeah. He welcomes that shit, though. It's
let's keep it a buck. CM Punk is toxic.
When is his birthday?
Yeah.
So this was not needed to be shown on Dynamite at all.
He's a Scorpio.
Now,
he is a Scorpio, Michael. He's 2 days before you.
so when I looked at this, when they said this,
oh my God.
It was to when what they were trying to do is push through the Young Bucks
and FTR
storyline. But the thing is, let's take that away. It didn't help anything
at all.
It didn't help him at all because why would you show that if FTR wasn't involved in that?
How about I even take it a step further for you? How about why would you go and show that shit when the week before you had Edge come out, start the show with a random ass pep rally of, you know what, we're in professional wrestling. Let's worry about the positives. Let's not worry about the negatives. You had this man full blown pep rally niggas the week before to then the week after play a video that actually that's not the fucking footage nobody wanted to see. Everybody would rather see the shit from the media scrum with fucking Bucks and Punk and Omega in them. That's the video we really want to see. So seeing this shit was a consolation prize that we didn't even ask for. Nor needed.
Was a waste of TV time. What people don't, this is what bothers me. TV costs a lot of money.
Tons.
Every minute that you put something on TV, every second, every millisecond is a ton of money. So you wasted a shit ton of money to put this on your television screen. Did it elevate FTR? No. Did it elevate the Young Bucks? No. What it made you look like a clown. You look like a fucking clown, like Tony Khan. Dumbass. And you know what? I want AEW to succeed because you know what? AEW has helped WWE elevate. But you know what, Tony Khan? You're doing dumb shit like this because you're getting into your feelings.
You know what the problem is? What I realized?
Sad.
All right, this is how I feel. Punk and AEW, the reason why it didn't work out because Punk met people who's just as petty as him. So when two petty people are in the same exact place, nobody gonna get no work done. So he's used to people just saying that he says something and that's it. It's always the boss who fucks with him, so we get to keep him. Now AEW, it was just like, oh, not only you my COD lead, you're also the boss. So you really gonna be extra petty. So let me kind of move the way I did.
But the thing is,
let me finish.
No, you're right, because you're 100% right. Because CM Punk said it. He's not a boss.
So it's two different petty things. And now on CM Punk part, it's just like, we gave you everything. Personally, is he didn't want to be there. And that video shows it that, he didn't have to put his hand on him, nothing like that. He was an aggressor. He was wrong in that situation. He was wrong. But for AEW situation, you did that, and what it did, nothing. It inferred no storyline, like you said. It made everybody look like, Tony, you made your boss look weak because you let these niggas do what they did, knowing that it will not look good for television.
This nigga look wild pussy and fearful of your life. I'm fearful of my life for what?
Right. And my thing is this: the same exact way that you told TNA that, hey, we're not gonna advertise your show because TV costs money. You threw away all this money for TV time for stupid reason.
And it doesn't elevate. It doesn't elevate anything. You have a whole pay-per-view in about a week and a half. That should be the focus. The focus should not be what happened 8 months ago. Niggas don't even care. The fact that you're using Phil for TV ratings again, and in that retrospect, it doesn't make any sense.
Because it didn't help. That's my biggest thing. Help. Like, you're looking at it, you're like, okay, cool. What's coming out of this? What's coming out of this? I know we got to wrap up in 2 minutes, but what's coming out of this? What came out of this? Nothing. You made the company look crazy. And it's a mistake you're gonna have to live with. And like you said, you have a pay-per-view in 2 weeks, and I hear no buzz around it.
No buzz.
Probably the only buzz that we have, the only match that's giving like real buzz is probably the Swerve match.
Swerve and Daniel Bryan versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
But even that though is on top of that. Will Ospreay, why are you worrying about the next man in another company?
But supposedly he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, so apparently the little birdies that have been flying around has said that both actually the Bucks and Ospreay actually were not in agreement. Like the Bucks were not in agreement of really showing that footage like that. And Ospreay wasn't really signed. He didn't really want to sign up to say what he said, because in actuality, what Triple H said, it really could have been for really anybody. I mean, to be completely honest, because there probably was a few people that they were probably going after. And in terms like when you
now the report said that Ospreay wanted to do
it. Either way, whether you wanted to do it or not, it wasn't like it's definitely if the shoe fits type of situation. Because it's like, listen, if you it's okay to say I don't want to commit to this type of schedule because of my lifestyle. That is okay. That is a choice. It's not wrong with that. If you want to fly back and forth. Now listen, I flew 3 times in 1 month. That is exhausting on the body itself, personally. So if you, by God, want to fly back and forth from the UK every week and they're allowing you to do it and they're paying to do it, that's your business. But at the end of the day, if people want to commit to the WWE, commit to the schedule, commit to the training, commit to everything that is involved, that's their business.
That's their job.
Look, they got when NXT they had debuted the Julia girl that's from Stardom.
Yeah,
that they said is the hottest, one of the hottest free agents,
one of the hottest Josie wrestlers.
Exactly. So like, listen, people commit to what they want to because in their mind they see the bigger picture for themselves.
It's just like any job. Like at the end of the day, these wrestling companies are just jobs. You know what? Because like for me, right? I was at a particular building for 10 years, right? I had a particular schedule. I came in from 8 to 5 and from 8 to 4:30 every single day. That was my time schedule. Now I went to a different place, a smaller place where I wake up from 4 to 12:30. I'm out. It works way better for my schedule. But guess what? It may not work for the next person, but I'm not living for everything else outside of me. I'm living for Mr. Black's world. And what works for Mr. Black world is good enough for me. And so what? If everybody thinks it's Ospreay, so the fuck what?
It doesn't take away from his talent, but at the end of the day, listen, you made a choice, my guy. You got to sit and live with that. And if that's the choice you wanted to make and they're paying you, get your money. It's the same with Mercedes Moné. Sis, you want to be the highest paid female wrestler? By all means, do that shit. Do it. Open that door so that other women can walk through that door. By all means. But that does not mean that I have to subscribe.
But you gotta to what's going on. You gotta be more professional at this point. Like, if you want to elevate to the next level and take this company to the next level and not just be like this ragtag bunch of people, you gotta be more professional. You gotta elevate the product. You have to elevate everything that they're doing. And I think where this company is at, it's like, yo, you have so much potential, especially in the beginning. Mm-hmm. What are you doing now?
But once again, it does not overshadow the amazing wrestling weekend we all have encountered, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I do think that once again, we're all here for professional wrestling, regardless of what you may like or think. So,
but I do miss, like someone just said that though. Yeah, like I have to just a closing remark, but everything is. We're watching Tony Khan grow up as a man. because he went from